What are you doing?
Oh, dude, we're just gonna do a review on
Freddy versus Jason.
from
Oh,
the
right. Freddy versus Jason.
2003,
Ooh,
2003,
what a banger. Let's
way
get
back
into it,
in the
dude.
day,
Let's
way
review the
back.
shit out of this.
What do you want?
He killed my mother, Will. It was Freddy. My dad covered it up to protect me. He didn't do it. Look, he has taken everything from us. He has ruined both of our pasts. And I am not leaving until I see him die.
Man, the torpedoes.
Freddy versus Jason. This was I'm gonna bring this up real quick at the beginning because I think first impressions are an awesome thing. You got to watch this with your wife, and it was her first time watching this movie.
Oh, dude, and it wasn't mine. It was her first
Yeah, it
time,
was her
bro.
first time. Yeah.
She was 12 years old when this fucking movie came out, dude. And mommy wouldn't let her watch it. You know, I grew up in the fucking hood, so my dad was like, go play in traffic." You know what I'm saying? So to watch a fucking horror movie, he was whatever.
Right.
I mean,
How'd she like it?
she really enjoyed the movie, bro. She actually wants to go back and watch the original Jason and
Which we are
Friday
gonna
the 13th.
review that too.
Yeah, and
So
the
perfect.
original Nightmare on Elm Street because she doesn't know much about
Oh,
these
dude,
characters.
we're not reviewing that. That movie gave me a night.
But,
No, I'm kidding.
but
This was a Freddy vs. Jason movie. So I'm gonna say, dude, I gotta ask you, what was your favorite kills? I'll give you one of
Kills?
mine right off the bat. All right. One of the first kills, where Jason kills your boy on the fucking bed, and then
yeah, he stabs him and then fucking
yeah, and
comes
then
him
the
up.
bed snapping up. It was just I was so hyped and ready, and they just did it, and I was like, yeah, yeah. So for Jason, that
A
was one of
sweet
my
kill.
favorite Jason
That
kills.
was a sweet kill. And then it switches right over to a titty scene, bro, which is right on.
Straight to Tooties.
But but dude, mine was when Jason goes into the fucking cornfield, bro, and he's killing people at the maze
Oh,
party.
dude, the,
You know
the
what
little
I'm saying?
maze kegger, dude. Oh, dude, that
Yeah,
was
dude.
such a good scene.
I mean, the reason why I liked it so much is because it wasn't like a one person kill. Like he just was fucking hacking
Dude, he
motherfuckers.
went
You know what I'm
off.
saying? Like,
Jason's
dude,
kill count definitely surpasses Freddy in this movie.
oh,
If it's a kill count total,
and that's what it
Jason
was all
wins by
about.
far.
His whole motivation was to have multiple kills so they could fear Freddy and bring Freddy back,
Right.
and in which he totally achieved. But
He
you know,
overachieved actually at the keg
oh,
party.
dude, he fucking
He actually
murdered.
stole a kill from Freddy, really pissed him off. So that keg party actually really sparked the feud. So
Yeah,
that's a really good one for Freddy. It's kind of harder to pick a favorite kill for Freddy, because a lot of his was just scariness until he could build up his strength to kill. But I found a little loophole when Freddy possesses the stoner and makes him tranquilize Jason. Jason cuts him like right in half. So I'm gonna
yeah.
take that as a Freddy kill. You know,
Oh yeah, that was totally a Freddy kill, bro. He possessed him. He
he
knew
walked
he was gonna
straight
die.
into him, right?
Yeah, he knew
So
he was gonna die.
Jason got
That
a
that was a
kill,
good
but
kill, though.
Jason got a kill, but that was definitely a Freddy kill in my opinion. So that's my
Yeah,
favorite Freddy kill.
yeah. The saddest kill in the movie, bro, that you kind of didn't want to happen was when they killed your boy from the psych ward. You know,
Oh
here's my brother's
man,
van. You know,
that's
and
a
they
big
just
Freddy
set him
kill.
on fire.
And
It was a
on
big
his
Freddy
back
kill,
it
but
said Freddy's back, burned into his
yeah.
back.
Hmm.
And his friends, they just looked out through the window. They didn't even try to go for a door.
They had some shitty friends, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, but that's pretty solid, dude. That's pretty solid. So kill total, Jason for sure. But Freddy was obviously the mastermind here, and I think in the end, if you really had to say a victor in this battle,
Yeah,
probably
dude.
say Freddy.
So in I think Freddy got what he wanted. You know, so
Yeah,
at the end of the film, Jason fucking kills Freddy, bro. So Jason won
this
the reality match, right?
perfect segue.
But
The
at the end
fight
of the
scenes.
day, yeah,
Oh
the
yeah,
fight scene, yeah. But
the
at
fight
the
scenes
end
were
of the
good. Freddy
day,
did really good.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, he had some practice in the dream world. He got fucked up,
Oh, dude,
and
Jason
then when he
got
came back,
wrecked in the dream world.
well, Jason wrecked him first, until he found out, oh, he's afraid
Yeah,
of
that's true.
a water leak in the
Dude,
fucking ceiling.
there's so much fight. You get what this movie is. You get plenty of Jason versus Freddy. Like movies just don't do that. They make you like, oh, yearn for the moment. Then you finally get it. This is action-packed Freddy versus Jason. There's a long fight scene. There's an end fight scene. There's like a climax to it. And at the end, you really don't know who's gonna pull
No,
this
dude,
out.
because at the very end, when Freddy gets pulled into the real world, Jason, he's fucking Jason up that whole entire fight, bro.
Yeah,
Like seriously, he fucked Jason up that whole fight.
he really did.
He's just faster than Jason. Jason
Hey,
just
dude, but
stands in one
when
spot.
Freddy got pulled into the real world, he was really smart about how he took his hits.
Yeah,
And it's like they got to the point where they're literally just stabbing through each other, and it was so badass.
yeah, but it's one of those things like when speed versus brute force. Yeah,
Right.
he had the speed all day. He had stamina too. He totally could have ran that fight for a long time. But at the end of the day, brute force just once he got a hold of Freddy, it was over.
Right.
You know.
Now I'm
But
gonna say we both we're spoiler alert. So the ending here, Jason walks out of Crystal Lake with Freddy's head in his hand,
mm,
and Freddy winks. And the reason we say Freddy won the battle is because the guy from the institution, who I loved as an actor, the one who went monkey ape shit to get him out, um, well, he shows up at the school and just starts talking about Freddy Krueger to Lori.
yeah, Lori,
Lori was the love interest, who the hilariously ditzy adorable protagonist, virgin protagonist.
your typical virgin in a horror movie. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he goes to the high school in front of all these people and just basically goes, "It's Freddy." That's how he lets you know they're coming for you. Like he just incites this fear, so he
Yeah.
lets everyone fucking know. So, fuck this battle. Him using Jason. All he had to do was let this kid out, and he would have just fuck using Jason. Let this kid out the institution. You'll
Yeah,
fuck everybody up.
and that's what I was saying. Like Jason won that reality war, bro, on land in the real world.
Right.
But Freddy ultimately got what he came for. He
Got his
wanted to,
name back out.
yeah, he wanted
So
to instill fear into these kids so he can start haunting nightmares
and
again.
he
And
did
that's
that.
what
And
happened.
because the friend of the institution sealed that deal, I believe. So
Yeah, yeah.
would you rewatch Freddy versus Jason?
Oh, totally, dude. Totally. I haven't. This was the first time I rewatched Freddy versus Jason in many years.
Same. Same.
But it wasn't like it's like one of those movies, man. Like when I see it on, I'll
Right.
watch it. If I'm in a restaurant or at a party and they throwing this movie on, bro, I'm gonna want to
You're
watch
gonna
it, bro.
watch it. Dude, I'm with that. It's one of those it'll catch you, dude. Because it's not. Yes, it's a horror movie, but you got to remember this was for the fans. Like
Yeah,
so,
this was one of the first versus movies out there, bro.
if you've
And I'm
seen
not.
Freddy or Jason movies, this isn't nearly as scary because you're like, oh, dude, they're getting people are getting wrecked 24/7. You know what to expect. This is a gore fest, slasher fest, and it really delivered. I would watch it as well. I'm actually really happy we did this because this was like a movie that I kind of forgot about, and then we talked about it and we ended up putting it in that little short video. And like after rewatching it, I was like sick. Like I was really happy after finishing it.
Yeah, dude,
Um,
and I remember the hype behind this movie, bro. Like it
and it
was,
delivers. There's these random scenes that like they
yeah,
purposely distort shit, and it's like early 2000s fuckery. But other than that, like
I mean, the CGI is horrible. You could tell what was CGI in this movie versus
actually
how
for the
far we've
time,
come.
for the early
Oh,
2000s, they did
for the
pretty
time,
good.
bro, for the time, yes. But I'm saying like compared to the CGI we have nowadays, you can peep it out. You can clearly tell that's
Oh
CGI.
yeah, for
You
sure.
know,
The
but
human eye is really good at it.
yeah, but what I'm saying is I was in sixth grade, bro, when this movie came out, and they used to have this chick named Julia, bro. Used to sit next to me, had her own fan com, bro, Freddy versus Jason, and bro, by time by the time this movie was released, everybody in my school knew we got to go see this film,
Yeah.
bro. You know, this was a movie we have to go see.
That's how it was
And
for me. It's like I was a young lad, but even I saw and was a part of the hype. And dude, the hype for this movie was so real.
it was huge, bro. It was huge. I can't even compare the hype to some movies nowadays. It was just
Well, dude, honestly,
everybody wanted to-
Alien vs Predator. Remember when so this movie pretty much opened the door for like horror versus horror, and Alien vs Predator followed right behind it, and there was like the same amount of like, fuck yeah, let's
Yeah.
get it. Like
Yeah.
it was like they just don't do this anymore. These are
No, I don't.
it's
I don't.
and there is not going to be like a modern classic. Like you're not going to cross like Insidious with The Conjuring, you know, like
Right.
he's just or like
There's just not
Sinister
many-
with fucking The Exorcist. It's like
There's not many horror
You
icons
can't
out there
do it
anymore. Like
anymore.
they could do like a Michael Myers versus a fucking like
Chucky.
no, there's another silent killer out there, you know what I'm
Scream.
saying?
No,
Yeah, Scream, you know, like
no, because it's just a
Scream's
dude,
not
bro.
right, it's not supernatural.
It
It's
wouldn't
just
work.
it I'm sure they could do it, but they would have to have a really good these were icons, bro. These were horror icons. These were guys that had made history in the horror slasher movie.
Yes.
You know, like
There was a
you might
slasher
be able to
war.
do
I don't know. A lot of people might not know this. Back in the 80s and 90s, there was a slasher war, and it was all about kill count. So you'd have Jason come out, and literally Jason would come out with like 15, 16 kills. And then you have like, okay, shit, we got to amp that up. So you're
Right.
finding people to slaughter. And Jason was the all-time kill king. Like, he always had giant numbers every movie. But in Freddy vs. Jason, he probably gets the most you've ever seen at once. That keg scene. But it's
yeah, dude. Yeah, you don't see anything like that in his original movies. It's usually one by one.
which
like
is
they
really
did-
cool though, because they play into Freddy. So like Freddy's whole thing is fear, and they really get you on the build up. Like, oh, is he gonna be able to kill people now? Oh, he can't. You know, it's like they play
did-
into his character. His character is it's not about slashing a bunch of people. He torments a group of teenagers. That's what he
Right.
does.
And they did remake both of those movies. They did remake Nightmare on Elm Street with I forget the guy's name, John Haley something, and then or Haley, I forget the guy's name. And then they did remake Friday the 13th. But see, the difference between the Friday the 13th original and the Friday the
Friday
13th
13th.
now
Oh, dude.
is
Incomparable.
so
They butchered
it's
it.
incomparable. But the new Friday the 13th, I think they focused more on not Jason as a character, but how he got around. Because he had like a whole tunnel system, bro.
Dude,
and there was all these rumors
look,
from like the 80s and
don't
shit.
get me
Was like, how the fuck does he move? You know,
No,
how does he
see,
get from here to here?
We
And
don't want
so-
that. We want to talk
No.
about that. It adds
No.
to the allure. But here's the thing though, is that reboot butchered it, and the OG. Oh god, we're gonna do Friday the 13th now.
Yeah, we
It's-
have to.
It's gonna
But-
happen. But
but it's-
spoiler
it's
alert.
true.
In the original Friday the 13th, it's not Jason who's the killer. It's his
It's his
mother.
Mhm.
So when you do a reboot of the Friday the 13th, it needs to be his mother. You just
Right.
completely change the story. It's like, oh.
Mhm.
So as soon as I saw that, and I saw that, like, oh, this is a Jason slasher flick, this was an excuse to do a Jason movie, and you rebooted it and ruined the story of the slasher legend. But that's just
Yeah,
me.
they-
If
yeah,
you like
they-
the remake of Friday the 13th, let me know. But the Friday the 13th OG, numero uno,
classic.
too much.
It-
There's actually a lot in that movie that we'll cover that a lot of people probably don't know.
No, not at all. And we'll definitely be making a video about that here shortly. But they
We're
were
not
just
doing Nightmare on Elm
incomparable.
Street. Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm not interested in doing Nightmare on Elm Street.
It scared me. It's a good scary movie. Definitely watch it if you want to be scared. But it's not like, for me, it's not like cinematic masterpieces. I've seen it a lot.
No, there's just nothing really to compare it to nowadays. That there's not really much of a history behind Nightmare on Elm Street compared to Jason the Friday the 13th.
Well,
You just-
it's the thing.
you'll
Is like,
understand what.
he's a kid. He's a pedophile. Oh, he's like a
Yeah.
burned pedophile. And dude, he is scary. But
Yeah,
on my free
yeah.
time, I usually don't just watch like scary movies. And
No.
he delivers. He like horror movie, amazing. Slasher horror. This dude is full on slasher. This is slasher
Yeah.
horror. You know what Jason's gonna do? He's chopping people in
Most
half.
people, bro. Right, and
Like,
most people were scared of Freddy just because he got you in your dreams, bro.
no,
Everybody
that's
got
that's
sleep,
what I'm saying.
you know.
He's definitely
But,
scarier to watch. Jason's
but
more of a
my
party movie.
but my point is when you compare the two characters, Jason and Freddy, okay,
Hmm.
Jason just has more of an interesting background compared to Freddy. Freddy was just a child molester who got his house burned down with him in it, and he went to hell, and
Yeah, his little
he became
warehouse.
Freddy. You know, but Jason's a whole lot more extensive, bro. You know, he just has a way better story, in my opinion.
Well, he
And
has a sympathetic story. So like
right,
his story is really glossed over, and if you actually watch the originals, you're way more in touch with it. You understand the connection. But they went into it in this movie. You even show a more character building in both characters. Freddy's is an intro. It's snappy. It's quick. Jason's, he's a boy. He has mommy issues that if you don't know about, don't make sense. He is a deformed. He's not a cute kid. Yes, counselors forgot about him and he drowned. That's how Jason became Jason Voorhees.
yeah.
The counselors didn't give a fuck.
That's part of
And
how he became Jason
it's
Voorhees.
part
If
of
we're gonna get
part.
into
Yeah, we'll
that.
get in there. You know what I'm saying? But no,
But
it's
I'm
more
just saying, like,
sympathetic. You
because
feel for him. Those fucking counselors let him die, and he was picked
yeah,
on. He was bullied. You're sympathetic towards Jason. You
hmm
want Freddy to die, but he's like the cocky fucking frat boy who doesn't die. Jason's the dude you're like, fucking kill them all, dude. Fuck
yeah,
them up. Fuck those stupid stoners up. Oh,
yeah,
you wanna have sex? Fuck them up.
yeah.
But so there's more sympathy for
As
Jason. I think a lot of people could agree on that.
yeah,
Um,
Freddy's the frat boy.
Freddie's the freaky
Jason,
frat boy, and
Jason was the nerd bullied kid.
Jason is the dude with this is gonna get us fucked. The retard strength. You know,
He went full retard.
he went full retard. He's just like, and you're just like cut in half.
I do admire Jason's character though, bro, just because he doesn't say a fucking word, bro. He just goes around doing his thing. Um, Freddy talks too fucking much, bro.
No, but that's what Freddy's for. Freddy's the
Yeah,
wisecracker. He's known for his one-liners.
yeah,
There was a lot of them in Freddy vs. Jason. I mean, he's just savage. Come here, bitch. Like you're like,
yeah,
oh shit. The
yeah.
fucking
What are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, this bitch is dead on her feet.
it's not my fault. This bitch is dead on her feet.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit. Like yeah, he's a cocky asshole. And
He's like the guy most motherfuckers in his situation would be like if they died and went to hell and
well, you
were
gotta
able to
remember
come
he's
back.
a serial killer, child pedophile, dude. Like
Yeah,
he's like it kind of it's a lot like Chucky. Like there's a persona behind this dude, and he's an asshole. And it's actually really said really well, summed up really well at the beginning of Freddy vs. Jason. He's like, I was already a naughty boy, and then they sent me to hell, and I got
and then
a
I got
lot more naughty.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
and it's
gained
like,
these superpowers
and you're
and
like, oh shit. So like you really get a taste of like, you got a fucking psychopath serial killer. It's like Cletus Cassidy, becoming a dream serial killer. Just like fuck. But no, Freddy vs. Jason. If you had to give this movie a rating, what you throwing on it, dude?
dude, if I had to give Freddy versus Jason a rating, a solid rating, bro, and even back in the day, if you would have asked me this question, I would have given out of 10 stars, bro, I would
Hmm.
give it at least a 7.5, 8, because
I fully agree with you, dude.
and I might even meet you halfway at 8.5, bro, because it's just a movie that you can go all the way with, bro. You can introduce it to your homies. It's
Well,
a
look,
good
I'll
movie
bring
to
it down to an 8 because we don't have any 9 or 10 movies out really, and I think we should hold that
no,
to a high bar.
yeah,
Oh,
fuck you,
excuse me.
man.
Holy shit. Ugh. But
You ever seen Santa Claus sneeze? You just did.
look, dude, there's parts of the I'm the gingerbread man, bitch. I'm the ginger beard man. Fucking
Who lives on Drury Lane?
yes, no, but no, I would give this a 7.75, maybe even an 8. The reason being for me is one, it's not like as like a cinematic masterpiece. It's not. This is just a fan movie, so it's getting such a high rating. 7. I'm gonna say I'll meet you at 8. How about that? We'll bring it to an 8 because
Solid
pure
8, good
fan hype. If you're a fan of these slasher movies, if you watch them growing up, dude, literally, Nightmare on Elm Street was the first horror movie I watched. My brother exposed me to it. I saw Johnny Depp get pulled through the bed. I could not sleep in the middle of my bed. I had the metal spring mattress, and you'd hear like the gung gung, and I would fucking slide to the side, dude. I thought Freddy was coming. Like it
Your
fucked
brother
me
gave you
up.
PTSD, bro.
Dude, it got me bad for years. It got me bad for years. Fucking Freddy Krueger. But no, so if you watch these when you were younger and then you got to see Freddy vs. Jason, it's really like hell yeah. Let's see it.
Yeah, dude, it's
solid
it's,
8.
It's definitely a solid 8 based off a fan-based movie. Because we're total fans of these guys. But the movie
100%.
is genuinely good, man. It is a good movie. It's a good movie to back in the day, bro.
This is
You
early
want- you
2000s.
You wanted to take your lady, the chick you was crushing on, bro. You wanted to take her to a horror movie. You know why? So she can get close to you when she got scared. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and that's
dude.
what you did, bro. That's what we
That's
did.
that's
we
the
took them to see
only
Freddy vs.
reason I
Jason.
watch. I tell every girl I love horror movies. You want to watch a scary movie? Oh, it's only to get cuddle time, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what sucked?
Man.
Actually, this is really funny.
Man secret revealed, bro. That's what it's about.
There was a Evil Dead remake. Do you remember the Evil Dead remake? The reboot?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'll give that movie credit, as in there was like really good jump scares, like really solid ones. And I was on the couch with a girl, and I was trying to, I'm like, this is perfect. I'm about to get her up in my arms, and there were scenes where there were scenes where I was like, shit.
I didn't jump.
No, she was jumping with me, dude. It was so fucking obvious. We were like, oh shit, you saw that? That was crazy, right? Like we both had to get up. Like we both went and like ate a popsicle to cool off. Okay, let's go turn it back on. The Evil Dead reboot's kind of solid as far as gore and fear. But it's not the OG.
It's a very gory movie, yeah, but it's not the OG, bro. You can't beat Ashley, bro.
It's dude. I need Bruce on screen. Fuck you. That's the only reason. It's the only thing I was like, man, fuck this movie because Bruce Campbell wasn't on screen. That's the worst part of the movie.
Dude, he made those fucking movies for me, bro.
I think he produced it though. I think him and Sam Raimi produced.
Oh, more than likely. I mean, it's their original shit. They had to have something to do with it.
It's funny because at the end of we're going on a whole fucking rant. But at the end of that movie, like this girl cuts her own arm off and just starts walking down the street after she kills the demon. And I'm like, yeah, she's dead. She didn't wrap it or nothing. She lost her arm. She killed the demon and starts walking. I'm like, you're dead. You're dead.
Blood loss is a motherfucker.
Motherfucker,
bro.
that's past the fucking forearm, bitch. Like, you have a forearm chainsaw?
She done cut her brachial nerve and everything, man. I mean, artery and everything.
All right, guys. But, dude, solid 8. Check out Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
Really good Halloween movie.
Yeah, it's great, man. Take your lady to go see it, too, man. Throw it on Netflix, HBO Max, whatever you got.
It's a
bro.
badass movie.
It's a good movie. It's
It's
not really. Just go see it. Just go see it.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to go anywhere. You should see this from home. What did we watch this on? Is this on HBO Max?
It's on HBO Max. But
Yeah.
I said, if you want to go see the movie, gather your friends together. Go to your favorite friend's home. Throw a beer party. Get a little bud. You know what I'm saying? Light up.
Throw it
a couple
on.
juice.
Yeah, dude, you don't
Throw
have
it
to
on,
pay
dude.
attention to the fucking story. It's
Yeah.
Freddy vs. Jason. You'll look up when
All
shit
about
gets
the
cool.
action. Yeah, exactly.
You'll know when shit's getting cool. Everyone will go, whoa, and then it's you just got cut fucking in half. What? Rewind it. 10 seconds. I gotta see it. Like it'll be great. And it will deliver. You'll watch it a second time and be like, oh, worse the second time. Go check it out. Cutting this short. It's over. Freddy vs. Jason.